What's going on YouTube? It's your friend Siren Frost coming out with a deck profile today. This is the deck Trickstar Windwitches, so I took it to regionals, and I ended up getting 35th place out of 63 people. I know it's not as much as you probably think. It's like, where's the other people? To be honest, a lot of people have dropped out in regionals because they want to play the Windwitch or they want to play the Dragon Duelist structure deck thingy. You know, whatever kind of works for them. So. And I just stick around and sticked it out a little bit. So I scooped only once out of all the rounds, but I kept around longer than I thought. So to be honest, it was kind of an overwhelming thing. Like, I was exhausted because my brain was literally fried. But at least I made a good decent score. Like, that's what I really intentionally came to regionals for. I wasn't really planning on topping because I knew I wasn't going to top. Because I made a lot of misplays, but I had a really lot of fun. I met some new people and I met some friends, and it's just a great sensation I've had for a while. So, without any further ado, I'm just gonna get into the deck profile and just give it a whirl. So for Trickstars, we are playing 3 Candinas. Candina was an essential thing for the deck because she helps you search out any Trickstar card, whether it's a spell, trap, or monster, from the deck to your hand and add it. Usually with this combination, either get Reincarnation, Lycoris, or Light Sage. But unfortunately, there are some matches I just couldn't get her effect off, and I've already had some cards in the hand that can help me more. Sadly, only her turn was a once per turn thing. And then, next I'm playing 3 Lycorises. This card's been putting in a lot of work for me at regionals, so... And every time a card is added back from the graveyard or from the deck, any way possible, your opponent takes 200 damage. Also, what I did love about, what I failed to mention about Candina is that whenever your opponent activates a spell or trap card, they get hit for 200 damage, as long as Candina is in the field. That's one thing I forgot to mention, so I apologize. I'm just really tired. And so... But yeah, Candina and Lycoris put in a lot more effort, but this little one has put in a few more herself. I'm gonna play 2 copies of Trickstar Lilybell. When she's added back to your hand, you can special summon her another time. Sally, that's only a once per turn thing, but in the end, she can attack your life points directly. And anytime she inflicts battle damage, you can choose 1 Trickstar monster from your graveyard and add it back to your hand. So to me, that was not really a bad thing. It put in a lot of effort, and it was also the same unit or the same monster that gave me a win against Draco. So that's not really much of a bad accomplishment. I'm actually quite surprised. If I didn't drew her, I would have been dead. So that was like a win right there. So that is for the Trickstars. Now for the Windwitches, I play 3 Ice Spells. My friend said the Ice Spell Trickstar combination was pretty good. And so we all know what she kind of does. She burned you for 500, and she puts summons a Windwitch from the deck to the field. Then I'm playing 3 Glass Bells and 2 Winter Bells. This is mainly just a setup for Crystal Wing in case the ship kind of went down. I can see why it's an essential thing, but I've seen people play only 1 Snow Bell or 3 Ice Bells and 2 Glass Bells. I prefer just to have an equal amount just so I don't feel as bad, but in the end it worked in my favor on some parts, so it's not bad after all. Now for the generics, we play 1 Maxx and 2 Ghost Ogres. I wanted to play 3, but then, you know, people were saying it's just a little too cloggy for you. It's just, yeah, it's like whatever. So instead, I just didn't play all 3 as I wanted to. So, that is the conclusion for the monsters, for part of this deck, the monsters. And now for spells, I play 3 Trickstar Light Sages. Now, the one thing I failed to know about this card is that someone told me that in the combination of Light Sage and Lycoris, anytime Lycoris or your opponent gets hit with inflict damage from a Trickstar, this card burns your opponent for another 200. So when I comboed with Lycoris and Reincarnation, I didn't realize I could have done more damage than I thought, and I paid the price for it. So instead of 2,400, I ended up burning for 14, because I thought someone told me that all that Lycoris does is basically total of the amount of damage that your opponent would have taken, so that's 1,200, if there are 6 cards banished, and then additional 200. What I didn't realize is that this card burns for every damage. So basically, I would have burned my opponent with 2,400. I could have won with those matches. But no, I just didn't read this card well, and I paid the price for it. But, you know, it was still a new deck that I was still playing until the new support comes out for Circuit Break. So I was just still testing it out, testing the waters a little bit. But, you know, at least it gave me a little bit of a boost. Next, I played one Upstart Goblin just for the extra draw power, and even though your opponent gains 1,000, I wish this combines with Nurse Reficule. I want to play Reficule, but I knew it just didn't work out. And then 2 Scapegoats for a Link Spider, 3 Chain Summonings. Here's the thing though, guys, I never played Chain Burn decks in my life. So, the fact that I used Chain Summoning in Trickstars, it was very difficult for me to use because I didn't know how to chain as well. I didn't know how it was going to do against in my favor. So when I activate when I normal Candina, I was going to chain her effect, and then yeah, you see this is kind of a bad thing right there. I was actually going to try and chain her and one Lycoris, and then the other 2 Lycorises to chain with it, and then maybe that one. But I didn't do it. So I couldn't get that combo off, barely, so I rarely used that card. But it worked in my favor in some parts, and I got an amazing combo out of it. So I guess it just kind of depends on the timing, and depends on how you want to look at it. It's like, I'm still kind of new to some of these cards. But my friends were telling me that it had been a good thing. And next, I played 3 Terraformings for Search for Trickstar, Late Stage, and 1 Raigeki. Though I could have done a little bit more better with this. So this is not the lineup I really prefer, but what else can I do? For traps, I played 3 Reincarnations, just because that banishment was the best. And yeah, well, actually, there's a big story I want to share for you guys tonight, but I'll save it after this video, because right now this is about the deck profile, not just my meat ranting. So I'm playing 1 Warning, 2 Blaze Mirror Forces, because it does inflict more damage, and then 2 Ring of Destructions. Oh, sorry guys, that's a bad glare. So yeah, 2 Ring of Destructions right there. So that's for the spell and traps. Like I said, guys, I could have done a little bit better more if I just read the card of Light Stage correctly, instead of misassuming some crap and hearing someone else saying a different thing. But I didn't. So that was my biggest faux pas on my end. So for the extra deck, I'm playing 3 Trickstar Holy Angels. Whenever a Trickstar is normal special summoned, you can inflict 200 points of damage. And any of the Trickstars that are pointed to Holy Angel cannot be destroyed by battle by card effects. And also, anytime your opponent takes damage, Holy Angel's attack points increase by the amount of damage that they take. So that also saved my butt too a couple times. But most of the time my opponents had Ash Blossom and this and that, so it was kind of difficult at first. Next, I play 1 Gaia Saber, 2 Link Spiders, 1 Firewall Dragon. He put in some work a little bit in the end. 2 Decode Talkers. And then that's for the links. For Synchros, I play 1 Clearwing, 2 Crystal Wings, and 1 Windwitch Winterbell. Just because she does inflict more damage too. So if I had Mirage of Nightmare, not Mirage, Dark Room and Nightmare, it would have done a lot more damage. But unfortunately, I didn't have it. So my dumbass didn't even realize that. I just listened to what someone else was telling me. So they thought this was the best option I had so far. For the XDs, I played Nightmare Shark I didn't know how to use, and Heartlandraco. I know you're probably thinking, like, what in the fuck is this kind of crap? Honestly, this is what I just went through, and this is a last minute decision, so I couldn't really do much, to be honest. And it pissed me off a little bit because I thought everything was pretty much well. I was gonna go to to a party Saturday night and then go to regionals on the way there, but unfortunately I didn't. So it sucked. It really fucking sucked. Because my card decided to take a leak. Okay, so for sides, for my side deck, I had 3 Decode Sekkas, because sometimes my opponent has some set cards, so she only hold off for 1 turn, at least, but that was just it. And it was a total bitch to use, so at least I used her once. 1 effect failure, 2 DD Crows, 1 Honest. My biggest mistake was I had Honest in the beginning, but someone told me that it was a rarity to not use Honest, and someone thought that Windwitches was actually a bit thin. Boy, was I ever fucking wrong. Then I had 3 Archfiend Eccentrics. You know, I didn't hardly use her effect at all, so I didn't bother even citing. Actually, to be honest with you guys, I didn't even know why I even bothered citing, because I hardly ever use a side deck ever, but oh well, I guess we all learn, right? So, and then I played 1 Twin Twister, Forbidden Lance, 1 My Body, and then Smashing Horn. If you're all probably thinking, like, why this card? I'll explain to you. This counteracts Solemn Strike, or Solemn Warning. So I just put 1 in here in case that happened. But what I didn't realize is that I had already had a build ring up for all this, but I didn't do it, so oh well. You know, you just gotta do it. It is what it is. And then finally, 1 anti-spell fragrance. I didn't even bother using them because I use spells too, and most of the spells I need are mostly in Trickstar. So, yeah. So you know what, you guys? I've learned from my mistakes, and I've learned some new tricks here and there. But you know, it is what the hell it is. I may change this deck after I get done with this video. But yeah. So, anyways, guys, that concludes the deck profile of Trickstar's Windwitches, and I already gave you guys my tournament report already, so, and the score's already on that board right there, and the deck list is going to be right in here in the description down below. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this video and what this build is. As always, guys, there'll be a full deck list in the description down below, and thank you guys for watching. And I appreciate, again, you guys, I appreciate your support 100%. Thank you for giving me some belief in I can do better, and hopefully next regionals I can do much better. But for right now, this is the score, and this is what it is. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for it, or and please, guys, comment down below and let me know what you guys think about the deck and the tournament report, and see where it goes. And then I'm gonna give you my final thoughts in the next video. But yeah, have a good night, you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.